Gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever put in the effort, really tried, and she still didn't quite get there? You did everything you thought was right. You stayed down there longer than you wanted. You tried different speeds, different angles, and yet nothing. Maybe she patted your head and said, "It's okay." Or worse, faked it just to end the discomfort. That frustration, it's not your fault, but it is fixable. Today, I'm going to give you the one method that takes her from "that felt nice" to full body, trembling, unforgettable release. It's not a toy. It's not a pill. And it's not some acrobatic move you need to practice for hours. It's a simple, science backed technique that works with her body's biology, not against it. And once you understand it, you'll give her the kind of orgasms that make her look at you like you're the only man who's ever truly known her body. I'm Julia Rhodes, a sexual health specialist with over a decade of clinical experience helping men over 60 reclaim their confidence, their stamina, and their ability to deeply satisfy a woman. And what I'm about to share isn't theory. It's what I teach my clients, and it works. Here's the lie most men believe: that oral sex is about technique or speed, that if you just go fast enough or hard enough, she'll climax. Wrong. Women's bodies don't work that way. Where men respond quickly to direct stimulation, women's arousal builds in waves. It's layered. It needs time, rhythm, and anticipation. If you rush, you short circuit the process. If you pace yourself and use patience, that's when the magic happens. And the most powerful tool to unlock that magic? The start-stop method. You might have heard it called edging. Done correctly during oral, it builds wave after wave of arousal until she finally releases in an explosion most women rarely experience. I've seen men in their 60s and 70s, men who thought their days of being a great lover were over, completely transform their intimacy using this one method. One of my clients, Robert, 64, came to me defeated. "Julia, I try, I really do, but she either gets bored or I burn out before anything happens." Within weeks of learning this approach, he told me his wife said it was the best sex they'd had in 30 years. That's not luck. That's understanding how her body actually works. So let me break it down. 3 steps that will turn you from a man who tries into a man who delivers. Step 1. Set the stage for comfort. If you can't breathe easily, if your jaw is screaming after 3 minutes, or if she's twisted into some awkward position, neither of you will last long enough for real pleasure. Biologically, arousal is like climbing a hill. If the ground keeps shifting, she never reaches the top. Comfort creates stability for both of you. Pillow under her hips. This tilts her pelvis, increases sensitivity, and gives you better access. Support yourself, knees on a cushion, or position her at the edge of the bed so you can sit in a chair. Relax your jaw, keep it loose, breathe through your nose. This isn't a sprint. When she sees you're comfortable and in control, she relaxes. And relaxation is the fuel of arousal. Step 2. The patient buildup. Here's where most men blow it. They dive straight for the clitoris and go at it like they're trying to win a race. But here's the truth. The clitoris has over 8,000 nerve endings, the most concentrated in the human body. Too much, too soon. It's overwhelming, even painful. You have to warm her up. Think of it like starting a fire. You don't throw gasoline on cold wood. You build it slowly. Start away from the clitoris. Kiss her inner thighs. Tease the area around her labia with soft, slow licks. Let the anticipation build. Then introduce rhythm. Gentle, consistent strokes with the tip of your tongue, bottom to top. Slow, steady. Count your strokes if you need to. This does two things. It primes her nervous system for intense pleasure, and it buys you time. You're not exhausting yourself. You're in control. Emotionally, this tells her, I'm not in a rush. I want to savor you. And that is incredibly arousing. Step 3. The start-stop secret. This is where everything changes. The start-stop method is simple. Bring her to the edge of orgasm, then pull back. Let her settle. Then build again. Each cycle compounds her arousal. Blood flow increases, muscle tension builds, sensitivity skyrockets. So when she finally does climax, it's not just strong, it's earth-shattering. Here's how you do it. Watch for cues. Her breathing quickens, her thighs clamp, her belly tightens, her hands grip the sheets. Right before she crosses the line, ease off. Switch to kissing her thighs, her belly. Let her catch her breath for 20 to 30 seconds. Then resume the exact same rhythm that got her there. Do this 2, maybe 3 times. On the final build, don't change anything. Stay steady. Let her go over the edge. Use your hands, gently spread the labia for better access. Add light suction on the clitoral hood. Anchor a fingertip inside while maintaining your oral rhythm. And check in subtly. More pressure? Right here. A 5-word check-in keeps her engaged and safe. Gentlemen, this isn't complicated. It's about understanding her body's biology and respecting the process. You don't need to be 25 again. You don't need superhuman stamina. You need patience. You need consistency. And guess what? Those are things you've earned with age. Many women say men over 50 and 60 make the best lovers, not because of raw physical energy, but because they've learned to slow down. They care more about the experience than racing to the finish. And that makes women feel desired, cherished, and safe. So here's your action plan. Next time you're intimate, set up for comfort. Arrange the pillows, breathe easy, pace yourself. Spend twice as long on build-up as you think you should. Then edge her. Bring her close. Stop. Let her breathe. Build again. Repeat 2 or 3 cycles before letting her release. Do this and watch what happens, not just in her body, but in the way she looks at you afterward. That's when you'll know you've given her something rare. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the biggest challenge you face when it comes to intimacy? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and your question might be the next video I make. And if you want more of this, real, science-backed strategies to reclaim your sexual confidence, boost your stamina, and deeply satisfy a woman, join my free newsletter. Every week, I share techniques, insights, and truths most men never hear. Links in the description and pinned in the comments too. You're not too old, you're not past your prime. With the right knowledge, you can create the kind of intimacy most men only dream about. I'm Julia Rhodes, and I'll see you in the next one.